Hey guys, how are you? Hope you people are doing well. Myself Naman Verma from India, and today I'm gonna reacting on a video having title Blinken and Amanpour discuss Gaza ceasefire and hostage release deal. So this is the video of channel named Amanpour and Company. So do subscribe this channel and subscribe me to Bharat Reacts. And press the bell icon for more updates and follow me on my Insta and Facebook if you are not following me yet. So do follow me for dancing and acting content on trending songs. Yeah, so without any delay, let's start this video and then I will discuss this video. Uh, yeah, okay, so without any delay, let's get started.
A ceasefire hostage release agreement has been reached by the Israeli government and Hamas, a senior U.S. official confirms to me. Now, this deal has been a long time coming for hostage families in Israel and for Palestinians in
protest.
Gaza who've been under an
Yeah.
endless assault for more than a year. I spoke about this breakthrough in an exclusive interview with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. I started by asking him
US
what exactly the
Secretary of State
ceasefire means, and we spoke
Antony
just
Blinken.
as it was being announced.
First, the firing stops. Hamas, Israel stop firing. Israel pulls back its forces. Hostages begin to be released. Prisoners come out of Israeli jails and go back. And we surge humanitarian assistance to people who so desperately need it. All of that happens during a 6-week period. But also during that 6 weeks, we have to negotiate the understandings to get to a permanent ceasefire so that Israel pulls all of its forces out of Gaza, Hamas doesn't come back in, and there's the necessary governance, security, reconstruction arrangements so that Gaza can move forward.
Is that sorted?
That's not sorted. We've worked on it intensely for the last 6 or 7 months, intensely but quietly with Arab partners, with others. I think there's some basic understandings that we've reached, but the ceasefire itself, hopefully, would concentrate minds and get people to agree on what's necessary to get that day after or post-conflict plan in place.
So we're speaking as your successor is undergoing confirmation hearings, Senator Marco Rubio. Do you
Marco
think
Rubio.
that the Trump administration will take your ball and roll with it down the line? Or could they say, hey, nice try, guys, but we don't care?
Oh, of course, it will be up to them, but not only up to them, it'll be up to the parties and all the people concerned. I think there's a strong impetus among all involved, not only to have this ceasefire that hopefully we'll achieve in the coming hours or certainly days, but to make sure that it's permanent. Israel does not have an incentive to remain bogged down
not a solution.
in Gaza with an insurgency.
This is not a war, actually. It's
Bleeding it, continuing to put pressure on its economy, on its reserves. The Palestinian people certainly don't need a continuation of Gaza. Countries throughout the region don't want that.
Conflict.
So
It is actually
I think
a
there's
conflict.
going to be, assuming the ceasefire
no,
is
a
reached,
conflict between
strong pressure from
Israel
all sides
and
to make sure
terrorists.
that it becomes permanent. And the best way to do that, I think, is through the work that we've done. But it'll be up to the administration to decide whether to try to carry that forward, whether it has some other way of doing this. The most important thing, though, is get the ceasefire, make it permanent.
I don't know whether you agree, but many analysts are saying that actually Trump's arrival
Ceasefire
has
is important,
jump-started
actually.
this and has focused people's mind and at least got this ceasefire to be serious. As you say, it's something that the president planned back in May and etc.
In May.
There are people like a very prominent Israeli hostage negotiator who says, this is not a great deal, this interim one. It's only about 30 hostages. Many have died in the interim since May, that it could have been done much earlier. And I know you often, USG blames Hamas for its role in delaying. But I don't know whether you saw what Itamar Ben-Gvir said to the Times of Israel just over the last couple of days. He basically said that me and Smotrich have successfully prevented any ceasefire deals for the last year, and we still want to prevent this one. How do you react to that? And are you willing to agree that also Israel has held up what could have been the Biden ceasefire, which could have saved many lives many months ago?
So should this have happened months ago? Yes. Could it have happened months ago? Yes. Were there occasions when each side did things that made it more difficult to get this over the finish line? Yes, including Israel. But predominantly, it's been Hamas. And certainly in the last few months, Hamas had refused to engage. We finally got it to re-engage. And in these last weeks in particular, Hamas has been the party that's held back on finally getting to yes, but we've managed to push to a point where, as I said, we're on the brink. Look, I think what the basic dynamic...
This is reality actually.
First, what was so important was that there had to be an agreement that this would proceed in two phases, that we'd have these 6 weeks where everyone stops firing, Israel pulls back, hostages come out, prisoners are released, humanitarian assistance goes in, and final arrangements for an enduring ceasefire are made. For months, Hamas wouldn't accept that. The president went forward, went public in May, very end of May, early June, with a detailed proposal for that. And then we went around the world, and everyone came out in support of it, including the UN Security Council. And at that point, Hamas was isolated, and it signed on to that framework. And ever since, as I said, we've been working to implement it, to get the final arrangements. But there have been two dynamics that have really, I think, held things back more than anything else. One, Hamas was hoping that the cavalry would come to the rescue, that it would get a wider war with Lebanon and Hezbollah, with Iran. And the actions that we took, along with Israel, made it clear that the cavalry was not coming to the rescue. It couldn't count on that. Second, it hoped that by holding back, pressure would just mount on Israel to give in and to accede to the terms of a ceasefire hostage deal on Hamas's terms. And there again, that hasn't happened. So I think as we look at it, as we've seen it, yes, have there been moments when things have happened on one side or the other that have made it harder to get it over the line? Yes, but fundamentally, it's been Hamas, but now we're at the point where hopefully Hamas sees that the only way forward is through the ceasefire.
Definitely. So here's the end of this video. So you people tell me what is your take on this video and on this topic actually. So with my opinion, my take, if you wanna listen my perception about this matter, then I would say, like, why? Actually, I want to ask a question. Why you people and every countryman are saying a single word all the time, that war, Israel, Hamas. This is not a war. Actually, I can say it is a conflict, and this is not a war. The war is actually a word when it happened between two countries, two nations. But this is actually a fight between positivity and negativity. Actually, I can say this is a fight between humans and the terrorists. So terrorists are nobody, but they are worse than animals in shape of the humans. So this is a war between this is not a war, this is a conflict between Israel and terrorists. So terrorism is everywhere. We are the as an Indian, I can feel the pain of Israelis, and my heart, and I deeply I'm speechless actually. So because during this situation, during terrorism, how a country suffer, how common people suffer. So I can feel the pain actually. We Indians feel the pain because we are the victims of terrorism. We were the victims of terrorism. Okay? We are surrounded by such countries that are who supports terrorism actually. What I want to say. Okay? We are, you can say, at a middle, and we people are, our country is surrounded by terrorists actually. So we were the victims of terrorism, and we feel pain of yours. So that is why. But I can say my one mind says that let's finish this whole shit. But at my second mind says that this is impossible, because the evilness and the negativity is you know eternal actually. uh, if there is positivity, then there is negativity too. So you cannot just disappear the whole negativity and says that now the whole world is positive and very good people, good human beings are living on this planet. There should be a balance of positive and negative people. So uh, if you talk about history, there is Lord Ram, then there is a Ravan too, because uh, without Ravan, without evilness, there is no reason of Lord Ram to, there is no reason of any God. Though there is no any reason of presence of any God actually. Positivity and negativity, day and night. So this is always, if you finish them completely, then I believe that something would happen again, and because something will happen again, then those terrorists will balance your positivity. So this is actually reality of this world, and this is actually a cruel reality, but what we people can do, this is a reality. If me and you are positive, then you can't you can't imagine or think that the whole society is like us, that whole society is very positive and having good, only good people. This is not possible. So this is the a fight between the good people and the bad people. So this is a never ending fight, which I can say this fight is eternal. It is very long lasting and continues till infinite, and it starts from minus infinite and goes to plus infinite. There is this fight has no any starting and ending point. So this is actually a reality. So what's your perception on this video? So you please tell me, because your perception matters too. And that's all for today's video. Please suggest me more content like this, and let's unite together against terrorism. I want to say a single thing at the last of this video, that please unite you people and all of the world, because terrorism is not a not a personal problem. Terrorism is a problem of problem for the whole humanity. Terrorism is a is dangerous than the cancer. It is dangerous than the virus actually, which can affect the whole humanity and the whole planet. So I want to say that you have to unite against terrorism. So let's unite and fight together against terrorism. And I want to say again, I want to say that we are with you. India is with Israel. India respects Israel. India loves Israel, and we are with you people against this act of terrorism. Against terrorism, we all are stand together. So that's all for today's video. Love you America, love you Israelis, and it's me Naman Verma from India, signing off.